Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery back here in our virtual ATA show studio. And this morning we've got Brian Byczkowski from Pine Ridge Archery. Brian, thanks for being here.
Thanks, PJ. Appreciate you doing this. With the ATA show not happening, this is an awesome thing to do. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, Brian, Pine Ridge, we have a ton of stuff in our shop that we sell from Pine Ridge. We have some new stuff here, some revamped stuff. Start us out. I've got them all laid out here on the table. I'll pick them up as you talk through them.
Sure. The Nitro Speed Bomb is our lead new product this year, and we're super excited about this. We kind of came across it in a kind of a different manner in product development, but what it boiled down to is we realized we could make a similar product to our Nitro XL button, but for the guys who want a little more weight behind it, we were able to get 23 grains approximately per Nitro Speed Bomb, which will replace 3 brass nocks. So anyone who's put on brass nocks knows that that's a real pain. And once they're on, they're set, and heat shrink and all that is all set on there. With these, if you put them on and you need to do a little adjustment to find that perfect optimal sweet spot in the bow, you're going to be able to adjust these a little bit. But as you and I were talking about before, they lock down really tight. So you don't even have to serve them. You don't have to do anything. If you want, of course, you could put serving on them, but it's not required. They're going to stay in place. They're going to give you that extra weight, which is going to give you that extra speed that everyone's always looking to get, an extra few feet per second out of their bow.
Right. So for the uninitiated, this is going to go, you're going to take the end loop of your bowstring. It goes through there. It sits relatively close to the cam, and then this is what gives weight there. Brian's got one up there on his bow. As the string whips around, having that extra weight there boosts your speed. And there is a science to it. If you have it too high, it'll actually take speed out. You have it in the right spot, it will add speed to your bow. So those are awesome for sure.
For sure. And that's always been, other than the hassle of putting the brass nocks on the shrink tubing and all that, once they're there, they're set. It's a pain to move them. So these are adjustable. You're going to be able to really dial in and be really precise with the speed that you're gaining. So I'm really excited about the Nitro Speed Bomb.
Cool. What else we got here?
Okay, so with the bomb, of course, we have 13 different colors because Pine Ridge over the years has become known to have all these different color variations.
Yes.
We came out with 3 new colors in a lot of our products, and they would be the tan, the olive green, like an olive drab color, and the brown. And it's kind of hard in that picture, but basically we took our real popular accessories like our Nitro split limb dampeners and made it all, add these 3 new colors to it. Our kisser buttons, which everyone knows, our Nitro XL buttons, our wishbones, everything you'd expect to go on the string. And the reason we did these 3 particular colors is we wanted to hit more of an earth tone style because there's so many other popular bow brands that are coming out with sand colors or olive green colors or brown colors that it just matches really, really well. So part of it was a gut feel. Part of it was we got lucky and the bow manufacturers kind of picked a similar color palette that we did. So they work really well on a lot of the new bows that are out there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen a couple different things. There's some fletchings that came out in those new colors, those earth tones. So everybody seems to be going that route.
Yeah. So we still have our loud, wild colors. I mean, you can always choose any other color you got that we got here, but the earth tones are getting popular. So the other product we started with this year is we have our silicone Peepside tubing, and anyone who uses peep tubing in the industry knows the silicone is better. It's not going to dry rot.
Yes.
You're not going to open your bow case up and have it cracked on you.
Yep.
So it does really well for us. What we did is we came out with a new, what we call micro silicone Peepside tubing.
Yeah, that is definitely skinnier.
Yeah, that's been requested by dealers and archers for years. We finally jumped up and did it. We wanted to make sure we did a lot of testing on it. We put thousands of shots through it to make sure it's got the same durability, elasticity. It works with our existing peeps. It works with other peeps on the market. So you don't have to just buy our peep to work with this tubing.
Nice.
So it's just a smaller, lighter design. So less weight on the string where you don't want weight.
And that is, again, for those who might not know it, if you have a peep sight, sometimes you have issues with string twist. The tubing here, you can tie it to your cable, so your peep is always going to be perfectly aligned every time you come to full draw.
Absolutely.
Nice.
As far as other new items, Our glue, our instant arrow glue, is very, very popular, has been for many years.
Yes.
One thing that we've not been happy with is the cap design that we had. And it was kind of one of those things where it just got forgotten about. But we had enough people ask, so we went out and we got a different cap design designed into this. It screws off very easily. It has a pin, you probably can't see it, but has a pin inside the cap that will keep that hole open. So there's no cutting the tip. There's no glue gobbed up on that. Yeah, it'll stay really nice and easy on and off. Tip on this, that we always like to, whenever we're talking glue, we always want people to know, you always store your glue in the fridge or in the freezer.
Right.
And it will last for much longer than it would just on your shelf. So you want to definitely do that.
That is fact. I can verify that.
Yeah. Anyone who has glue sitting on the shelf for a year or so, they know that it turns yellow. Once it starts turning yellow, you're in trouble. Same cap and bottle design in our insert glue, but we have 1/2 ounce here. We came out with a 1 ounce this year as well. Again, we're really trying to listen to the pro shops, and we're trying to get what they're needing. We do, we have such great relationships with the pro shops that we want to make sure we make their jobs as easy as we can. So
yeah, for sure.
1 ounce bottle in there.
The limb dampeners, we were talking about that they came out last year, but then they ran into a brick wall.
Yeah. So the Nitro split limb dampeners, they're awesome. They fit so well into so many different bows. They also work in crossbows. If you have a split limb crossbow, like my son shoots a Raven, and they fit perfectly in the Raven crossbow. And they dampen the vibration, and they hold in there very tight. There's no tools required. You just kind of, you put them in like this and twist, and they're locked in place. So we wanted to make sure everyone was still aware of the benefits we have there. And of course, we came out with the 3 new colors, the tan, the brown, and the olive green.
Yeah. Awesome.
So those do really well. But,
and now the tree stand for the latest craze, of course, in bow hunting, Brian, are the saddle hunters, the tree saddles.
Yes. So we found, you got them right there. I've got a version here. It's a strap with a buckle on it and 3 hooks. So this is not a new product. Anyone who's been around the industry, tree stand hunting for years, probably knows that these are almost probably 20 years old.
Right.
But they've got some new life breathed into them because guys on public land can't screw into trees, which they've never really been able to in a lot of places. But they're finding out about these, and it works so well to strap the strap around the tree, hang your pack, your bow, your gun, your call, your binos, anything. They're adjustable. And then if you're a tree saddle hunter, so easy. It doesn't add any weight to your pack. They just, you slap it around the tree and you're hanging your gear in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
So it's a super, super convenient system to put on any tree stand.
That it's cool to see something that's been around for a while, like you said, get new life.
Yeah. It's the internet. The internet's bad in a lot of things, and it's great in a lot of other things. So people have found them.
Lastly, over here, we have the Big Gripper arrow puller.
Yes.
This thing is my size. I like it.
We wanted to make sure we made it a little bigger size for, to fit larger hands, but also kids can use it.
Yes.
Women who have smaller hands have no problem because of the soft material we used. It's a tacky material that will grip on the shaft of any arrow, any crossbow bolt, doesn't matter. You can really get a grip on it, pull them out of those tough targets. And the holes on the back side of that, right there, you can tighten your field points. So as you're pulling your arrows at the end of an end, you can just put the field points in there, tighten them back up as you're walking back to the line, and they're good to go. Yeah. You can also extinguish some lighted nocks with those as well, depending on how tight your fit is on them.
Right. Yeah, there have been some others in the past that are much skinnier and smaller, and it just feels like when you grab the arrow, you don't feel like you have anything, and your hand slips.
Right.
And so, yeah, that is definitely nice.
For sure. Yeah, that was one of our focuses, is to make sure there was, you can really feel like you had something in your hand that you can get a hold of. We never want people to forget. I see you got the wrenches there, the Archer's Allen wrench and the Star Drive wrench. Those are staples. We want to always make sure people know that they're guaranteed for life, made in the USA. And if you ever, we usually don't have any problems with them, but if you ever twist one or snap one, we replace it free of charge.
Is that right? So I did not know that.
Oh yeah. See, even you didn't know it.
I did not. No, I've twisted plenty of them.
Yeah. You send them back, we get you free ones.
I think every archer has about 10 sets of each of these, especially if they work in a shop.
Well, the biggest complaint of the shop owners is that they get legs and they walk out. And I said, well, I
That's
don't really
true.
mind that part of it. Yeah, but no, we place them for life, so they're guaranteed.
All right, Brian Byczowski, Pine Ridge Archery, we certainly appreciate your time today, and thanks for sharing us all these new products from Pine Ridge.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right, folks, that's another video from our virtual ATA set. Stay tuned. We got plenty more coming.